Well, I'm doing yet another month-long trip. This time maybe a little bit too over-organized. And again, I'm using a 15 instead of a 22-day pass. Maybe I did the right thing. But the portions outside the pass, I just paid full fare, and the savings were actually better. And here's a chart of the arrival and departure times. And, well, the ones outside the pass, I got those mostly on bond.de. And in some cases, the savings were profound. In some cases, I broke even. And one of them actually went a little bit overboard. But it allowed me to use the 15 instead of the 22-day pass, noting that I did get it at a 10% promotional savings, as well as for a senior. The international tickets, here from bond.de, in this case to Czechia, have an international format. The ticketing continues on, and we did so with the portions outside the 15-day pass being relatively short and inexpensive. And then we are going to go back to the pass, and in this next case using a Austrian Oebb.at, because it's $2 euro. It's only because it's a good idea. Now in this case I did something I probably shouldn't have done, and I did a full fare, which probably cost me some 12 euros more than I should have, instead of me waiting for Eurail. Some of these tickets were regardless done with Eurail, and nominally they're around about 10 euros plus a €2 handling charge, which is worth the convenience. Now, in Spain, you cannot do Eurail reservations. You either have to make them in Europe, and on a comparative basis, because, well, for one thing, your convenience, and also it's typically 13 euros plus the 2, I wound up spending some 10, 15 extra, but I did these with the two independent firms in Spain, Wigo and Eero. Here we go back into a regular schedule. This is a typical ticket. The international fares between Spain and France are distant dependent, longer being more expensive. Now here's an example. I'm doing a fare that's not available on Eurail from Lyon to Paris using the Italian Frecciarossa. Then returning to regular Eurail, not Rail Europe anymore, reservations, going from Paris to Nantes, and then Nantes to Brussels via change at Le Mans, and again a change in Lille Europe to Lille Flanders using local service. And here now we're back outside the pass. This is probably one of the more expensive ones. This is from Antwerp to Amsterdam. That took 2 months advance, the 1 month advance in the case of Brussels to Antwerp. This Amsterdam to Mannheim was the most expensive and indeed above the average, but it did allow me to operate outside the pass. And we had some further ones clearly showing the savings. And on average, I found that the savings were beneficial using the 15 instead of the 22-day pass. Again, noting 10% discount senior, another 10% discounted advanced promotional fare. I should note that the Portuguese and connecting service to Vigo to Madrid had to be done with their reservations done on their own local terms, and those tickets were hard copies.